Hey there everybody, this is Lee with Creative Two-Time Mom, and this video is going to be about praying for your kids. So back in 2014, I wrote a blog post about how I was going to start using scripture to pray for my children. I was inspired by a book that I had read called Praying for Boys, and in this book the author had taken scripture where she had inserted her children's names. So she broke it up by specific character traits that she really felt were important, that she wanted to see in her children's lives, and she looked up scripture that addressed those different character issues and would insert her kids' names every time she would pray for them. So throughout this book, I was praying for Noah and Josiah, and I thought, what a great tool to actually be able to use specific scripture that I could pray about character issues in my boys' lives. So I had this idea turning around in my head about how, what if I chose a specific scripture for the year to pray over my kids. Now, I don't think that this is like one of those hocus pocus things where if I just pray the scripture every day, they will automatically develop this character no matter what my parenting style is. No, I very much so believe that I am still their mom. I still have discipline issues with them. I still have to be an example to them, and that means that I still have to be growing every day as well. But I love the idea of being able to take scripture and use it as a guiding point so that I can be more direct in my prayers. I felt like being able to use the scripture gave me direction, it gave me focus, and it really allowed me to see what was going on in my kids' hearts and the way the Lord wanted me to parent them. So for the year of 2014, I tried this and it worked great. I felt like I was much more focused, not only in my prayer time for them, but also it really put a spotlight on my own heart and the character that I was lacking and really needed to develop so that I could be a better parent to them. Now, 2015, I kind of fell off the wagon. As much as I saw great fruit, I kept putting it off in the new year, and then it just never happened. So one of my goals for 2016 was to really get back into praying scripture over my kids. And so this is one of the tools that I am using for that. I had them each pick out a color of construction paper. Noah's orange, of course. He's all about like the flame, right? So they each picked out a color of construction paper. My older two traced their hands and cut them out, and I helped the little guy. And on them, I have written their name and their age, because after I'm done with these, I am going to, after the year is over, I'm going to add them to their baby book. So I want to have the name and age. Now for me, handprints are very significant. They remind me, any project that my kids have ever had with handprints, I've had a very hard time throwing away, because it just reminds me of where they're at in this age and stage. So I use handprints. For you, you might want to use index cards or post-it notes. I don't know, but for me specifically, handprints are the thing. So for Noah this year, I really felt like I wanted to pray joy over his life. He is coming into those pre-teen age years. He's 10 years old, and I want to not just see him happy, but to have him have this abiding joy that he can be resilient and bounce back when there's adversity. So the scripture that I chose for him is, "May the God of hope fill Noah with all joy and peace as he trusts in you, so that he may overflow with hope by the power of your Holy Spirit." And that's Romans 15:13. So that is a prayer that I pray for him every day. Of course, there are other things that I pray for my kids, but that specifically, that prayer, I pray for him every day. For Lydia, there's not any like huge glaring character things with her, but she is young, and I would hope to see her continue to grow. I feel like she carries a lot of authority with her, so I chose integrity and leadership. And the scripture for her is like Timothy, "May Lydia be an example to believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity." 1 Timothy 4:12. So that's her scripture every day. And my little guy, he is not quite as bold as his brother and sister in just conquering the world. He's still He's only 4, so he still very much so needs mom and dad, and that's very developmentally appropriate. But I just wanted to pray peace over him so that when he is not with us, that he would still very much so be at peace and know that he has a champion on his side. And so his prayer is, may Josiah be joyful and grow in maturity. May he encourage others and live in harmony and peace. Then you, the God of love and peace, will be with him. 2 Corinthians 13:11. So his character trait is to have abiding peace. Those are the scriptures that I have chosen for my kids this year. Down below I will link the blog post from 2014 as well as the Amazon link to the book that I had read. It's not an affiliate link. I will just leave it down for your information. And I hope this encourages you to look into praying scripture for your kids, because it's a great way to guide your prayer and to really specifically target character traits that you're hoping to develop in the new year. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Have you ever done this before? How do you pray for your kids? What is your guiding philosophy of praying over your kids? And give this video a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if this is the first time you're checking out our channel. We'd love to share our journey with you. Talk to you later.